Hey guys, it is Miki-sama Unlimited, and today I am tackling the top 10 best fusion monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! I made a status on the Facebook page about this saying, oh, what do you guys think of the top 10 best fusion monsters, or top 5? But I said, I wanted to make this a top 10 segment because obviously there are a decent amount of fusions and I want to give kind of most of them a decent amount of credit. So if you would like to see another top 10 segment in the following week, don't forget to like the video. 800 likes would be the goal because it's always extremely handy. I'm always grateful to anybody that clicks the like button because it makes the channel grow and become more successful. This episode, I took a lot of advice from the Facebook page, including my own opinions. So I'm going to get right into this, and I hope you guys enjoy this. Chimeratech Fortress Dragon. Back in the day, it was so much fun to use Chimeratech Fortress Dragon because when he first came out, if your opponent was using gadgets and just had a Cyber Dragon on the field, take all their monsters off their field and slap a fucking Chimeratech on your side of the field with like 2,000 or 3,000 attack points. And even though that Cyber Dragons you rarely ever see, back in the day, even now, I always would recommend people saying, oh, if I have like a 14 card extra deck and I literally am playing something like Spellbooks and I have no use for anything, in the extra deck, I would say, well, you can never go wrong with a Chimeratech Fortress Dragon because you never know if your opponent's going to randomly have a Cyber Dragon, and it could always be handy. This card has always been handy since the day it was created. Overall, there are way better fusion monsters in the game, but he is definitely one of the hard hitters for the top 10 spot. So, gotta give it to you, Fortress Dragon. You're a great card. Dark Paladin hits the number 9 spot because of the Dark Magician support. And mainly the reason you got on this list is because of Eye of Timaeus. That's the main reason. You're a Naturia beast for fusion monsters, well, for Dark Magician at least. But most of all, the quality of him being abused with Eye of Timaeus is the main reason. Being able to just chuck it in a Dark Magician playing Dark Paladin is extremely, extremely handy no matter how you look at it. Because he's overall a beat stick, can negate spells, and he's just an overall better monster than Dark Magician and a better upgrade. Especially now with Dark Magician and Chaos being lackluster now because of his errata, I have to give him, based off that negating spell quality, the spot of number 9 because he is still a great fusion monster today. Friedfur Tiger is what makes Fluffles a good archetype. If they didn't have Friedfur Tiger and all they had was Wolf, Chimera, Sheep, Bear, this deck would have never taken off. It's because of Tiger pushing the field and destroying everything like JD and summoning Wolf with Friedfur Fusion and just going for those games. I believe Friedfur Tiger is what made the deck so iconic, what made the deck be so unique. Everyone, even myself included, I liked Fluffles, and I still like Fluffles. I just don't think the archetype is for me. But I believe Friedfur Tiger is what many people love about this archetype. That and the Fluffles are just fucking cute as hell, and you can't help yourself with that. At the end of the day, Friedfur Tiger is definitely one of the best fusions that we have ever gotten in Yu-Gi-Oh! He is number 8 for a fucking reason, being able to destroy your opponent's whole entire fucking field and having an OTK ready for next fucking turn, if not that turn already. Thousand Eyes Restrict is basically the OG of fusions. Back in the day, Metamorphosis, Scapegoat up the wazoo with this bad boy. I mean, at the end of the day, Thousand Eyes Restrict isn't as good as he used to be because now the only times you ever get to summon him, because Metamorphosis is gone, and the only time you're ever going to summon this card is through instant fusion just to get rid of a problematic monster your opponent has, and then just when he goes, it goes, and that's about it. Even with that backlash alone, Thousand Eyes Restrict is still one of the best fusion monsters. He is still a very good generic target with instant fusion and overall an amazing card. At the end of the day, you have to also give him the iconic spot for being all the damage he's caused in his fucking format back in the day, in GOAT format, and you gotta appreciate Thousand Eyes Restrict as being that boss-ass bitch. First of the Dragons, personally, I have lost to this card so many times because since lately I'm combo based and I don't play a lot of back row to deal with problematic monsters right now. So the funny thing is when I see a monster like First of the Dragons hit the field, when it's like, okay, you can only destroy me with normal monsters. Also, I'm basically unaffected by all other monsters. I'm like, ooh, okay. Now I have to think. If I don't have a Raigeki on standby, I'm kind of I'm kind of fucked. Like, I don't know what to do against you. First of the Dragons has an insane attack stat. His attack stat is great. His requirements aren't that much of a pain in the ass. However, I would like to see him in more generic based decks. Any deck that kind of plays First of the Dragons kind of has to focus on First of the Dragons. But overall, his payoff is fucking great. But when he gets knocked out easily by a spell and trap card, it's a shame, but he is definitely one of the best fusion monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! Sephronite is definitely the hands down of what makes Brilliant Fusion so busted. At the end of the day, just taking one Gem Knight and one Light Monster alone made Sephronite busted with Brilliant Fusion. You dump any light monster you want to the graveyard, summon this monster that is a built-in double summon and allows all your combos to get off. Anybody in Yu-Gi-Oh! Can take advantage of an extra summon. If you have lost to Gem Knight, Sephronite, or you use her in almost everything, you have to appreciate her. And even though we may not have her forever, because the whole combo with her with Brilliant Fusion, Garnet, it's probably never going to last forever. But at the end of the day, I am appreciating it so much while it's around. Everyone that's a combo-based player like myself can appreciate just bringing out every little trick in the book in your deck and just bringing it to the board. And that's what I love so much about Gem Knight Sephronite. And I have to really praise her and say, I appreciate you. I love that you're on this list. And I love having you as my number 5. So gotta give it up to Gem Knight Sephronite. Star Venom Dragon isn't out yet, but I still count Star Venom Dragon because he has been used in the OCG. We have all played him on Dev Pro or Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. He is definitely one of the best fusions that we've seen in a long, long time. Him being able to take 2 generic dark monsters is extremely handy. Great attack stat, copies effects, destroy special summon monsters, copies names. You can't go wrong with Star Venom Dragon. I would personally put Star Venom Dragon and First of the Dragons in the same category, since they are kind of like the same summoning mechanics of like, oh, 2 normal monsters, oh, 2 dark monsters. I think Star Venom Dragon is extremely handy because so many decks, like Lunalights and so many other decks, can easily bust out a card like this no problem. And then when you have something like Star Venom on the field, he has the ability to take advantage of so many options because he has so many options. And his attack stat's amazing, and there's no backlash to really ever summoning this card. As much as I dislike you, Darklaw, for being a stunny bitch, you're easy to summon, you're good, you banish everything, you fuck with your opponent's hand, and, you know, well, my hand, because I don't play you. But overall, you're a great card. Comboed off with Shadow Mist, I guess you have a search. You're definitely the 3rd best fusion in the game. You're not the best, but you're definitely one of the best. And I'll give you the number 3 spot, you stunning piece of garbage. I never thought I'd see the day where your ugly, yellow, no good keister came back on my property. Personally, for me, I don't like Construct. And considering you're the 2nd best fusion in the game, you make me sick. But overall, let's talk about why Construct is the 2nd best and the runner-up best fusion monster in the game. While she's the only banned fusion monster right now in the game. Thousand Arch Restrict is no longer on the list, so now Construct holds that title. Construct destroys basically every special summon monster she battles, and overall, when she's killed, she gets back shit for free, just like all the other fusions for no good goddamn reason. Overall, Construct has basically had the best attack stat, and being able to take out special summon monsters made her so handy now, did she? Now, you see, for me personally, I can give 2 for Construct, and I'm glad she's gone forever, so I don't have to look it up. So overall, good for her, and yeah, you're the best for a reason, and you can stay where you're at, so... You have to give it to Norden because Norden is what made Instant Fusion so popular. Everyone said, oh, I love bringing out my rank 4 toolbox decks. Fuck yeah. At the end of the day, Norden has caused so many combos, and Norden is the main reason Instant Fusion is so fucking busted today. Norden has caused so many games, so many spammed fields, so many Quasar plays, and so many alternate combos in decks. You gotta appreciate Norden for all the XYZs he brings out, the fucking synchros he could bring out. He could bring out anything that you want, because you could bring back a tuner, you could bring back at the same level as him, you can go into whatever the you like. Norden is hands down the best fusion that we've had in years, and we have to appreciate it, and thank God that we finally got him in the TCG fucking years ago. So that's basically the top 10 best fusion monsters. Those were just overall my opinions, and I took a lot of advice from the Facebook page, like I said before. Don't forget to like the video if you haven't already, and don't forget to leave comments below of what you think the top 5 or top 10 best fusion monsters in the game are. So I hope you guys all have a great day, better tomorrow, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new. I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Have a great day and a better tomorrow. Bye.